My arrogant college roommate was a psychology major who loved using dark manipulation tactics on everyone around him. He would intentionally leave subtle hints, misplace my keys, gaslight me about conversations we had, and make passive-aggressive comments just to study how stress affected my cognitive performance. When I finally called him out on it, he smirked and smugly told me that superior minds always analyze weaker ones, and there was nothing I could do because he was simply smarter. What he didn't realize was that I understood cognitive bias and psychological priming far better than he did. Instead of getting angry, I decided to run my own silent psychological experiment on him. Every day at precisely 3:14 afternoon, regardless of what we were doing, I would look directly at his forehead for 2 seconds, tap my pen twice on the desk, and subtly adjust my watch without saying a single word. For 3 weeks straight, I executed this exact routine with absolute consistency. At first, he ignored it, but by week 2, classical conditioning had taken full effect. His brain began automatically anticipating the trigger. The moment 3:14 hit, his eyes would dart to my hands, his breathing would shallow, and he would unconsciously touch his own forehead. On day 22, I deliberately sat across from him at 3:13, stared at my watch, tapped my pen twice, but then stared blankly into his eyes and said nothing. The sudden disruption of the pattern broke his mind. He jumped out of his chair, knocked over his coffee, and screamed at me to tell him what was wrong with his forehead and what the numbers meant. Panic washed over his face as he realized he had been completely conditioned and manipulated. He packed his bags and transferred out of our room 3 days later.